The Netcare Group has businesses in South Africa and the UK.
Right, so now we're talking about South Africa's largest, not the largest at a global level now. Remember, very strong position here in this country. I think people know the Netcare facilities. The United Kingdom was a market they entered with the purchase of General Healthcare Group in about 2009. Initially went extremely badly. Since then, they've refinanced the debt to the buildings and all of that, and it looks a lot better.
It's now on a solid footing. It has a market cap, the Netcare Group, of 54 billion rand, PE of 21.9, and a dividend yield of 2.3%. How does Netcare compare to the rest of the stocks that we discussed?
Well, the PE very much similar to Mediclinic. Obviously, if we look at the HCI PE of about 15, obviously it's in US dollars. But I think what Paul mentioned earlier on, from a branching local domestic South African market perspective, obviously Netcare is straight ahead. I mean, wherever you drive, you're going to see a Netcare sign. With Netcare 911 on the roads again, you know, it just brings in that presence in the market. So it's a stock, I think we believe right now, you know, it is almost expensive. So the share price has retreated a little bit. But going forward, I still believe that it does offer quality.
Don't call it. Hang on a minute. We've got to discuss this one for a little longer. You just keep thinking about where we're going to go with this. Netcare, Paul, we don't own Netcare in the hot stocks portfolio.
Not currently, but we have owned them in the past, because you'll remember that there was talk in 2013, 2014. People were worried that they had those debt covenants with the people that had financed General Healthcare Group's buildings in the UK. And the whole commercial mortgage thing was dead and broken, and they were going to tell the banks to take the buildings. And then at the last minute, they renegotiated the transaction, and so it's all come right. They deconsolidated the financials, so it took it out of the company reporting and so on and so forth. UK, of course, is recovering. You know, the economy in the UK is rebounding, so people are now going for those knee and hip and joint replacements. They're having those elective surgeries that decided they couldn't afford. We've got people like Discovery Vitality selling products.
What would make you buy into Netcare?
Well, it's really just a matter of preference. You know, a couple of years ago, Netcare was bigger by market cap than Mediclinic. What has happened since then is Mediclinic much more aggressive on international acquisitions and like capital raisings and like mergers and acquisitions, probably getting a steer from Johan Rupert and from the Remgro board. So Donnie Mankey's the CEO, is really getting the message. They want to go global and they want to be aggressive, because you don't see Netcare doing deals like that. Netcare is at home working the numbers. But it's a fabulous management team. So my answer, sorry, long-winded. I would love to own Netcare as well. You should own all these companies.
You should own all these companies. Obviously, you're limited when it comes to cash.
Sometimes you've got to pick. You know, can't own
Hot
more.
or not.
He's a good hedger. You know, he's saying you should own all these companies, certainly to make sure that you don't miss out on any. So the sales were quite good, like 16%, 1 point above Mediclinic 1 year ago. I would keep it hot.
Your preference is for Netcare over Mediclinic. Can I just clarify, or not?
It's 50-50, possibly Mediclinic.
Possibly 50-50.
No, I'll go for Mediclinic.
You're going for Mediclinic. Thank you for giving me an answer.
Mediclinic by a nose.
Yeah.
But for me, definitely Netcare hot. Still lots of expansion opportunity here in South Africa. Great management team, great internal culture, definitely.